Welcome to Truth by Billie Beene. Today's date, May 2nd, 2025. Time in Texas, about 10 a.m. This is a flash update regarding a massive earthquake that's just occurred around South America. A tsunami warning has been issued, and some areas of the U.S. are also possibly could receive some additional high water. So let's get started. So we have South America, we have Antarctica. This earthquake occurred within the hour, 7.5, about 30 miles deep, has generated a tsunami warning to hit along South America, primarily right now Chile. Tsunami potential is 3 to 9 feet. Potential increase to water levels for the U.S. from California to Alaska. A higher potential is for Hawaii, Guam, and Samoa. So to check for your area, you can go to this site, tsunami.gov. Right now, they're just putting out the tsunami warning for Chile, 3 to 9 feet, and potential Samoa, Hawaii, Guam, and then the U.S., California to Alaska. Check this site, tsunami.gov, to find out if anything is going to affect your area. And this happened, this is about, in Texas, it's about 10:30 a.m. So in the last hour, this occurred. Then it takes several hours to generate across the ocean. And Mr. MBB333 site has a good graphic on it. I'll link that for you. Also, information is coming out from Hal Turner's site. Yeah. And we have also what's going on. We found out that information I put out this morning regarding secondary sanctions on Iran. The U.S. #1 target through these secondary sanctions on Iran is China, the CCP. If China buys any oil or petrochemicals from Iran, then they cannot do business with the U.S. And we have this from Hal Turner's side and also Wall Street Journal. China already, there are riots and mass protests all the way from Shanghai to Mongolia. And just yesterday, Wall Street Journal reports a clothing manufacturer, Hong Deming, had to lay out 30% of its workers. And the Chinese people are now being laid off across China based on the tariffs. And they are protesting against the government because the factories just closed. They're kicked their workers out with no pay. Massive riots going on in China, Shanghai to Mongolia. And we have this through the eyes of ANIA, a Polish journalist, that the U.S. has pulled out of negotiations now between Ukraine and Russia. This was put out yesterday by Tammy Bruce, a spokesperson for the White House, and also a statement was made by Secretary by Vice President Vance. The U.S. is pulling out of negotiations between Ukraine and Russia. And we have this. I had a Patriot subscriber on Rumble who said there was a blind Bulgarian prophet, Wagner, who predicted a nuclear exchange between Pakistan and India of one nuke each, and that this would so shock the world that the world would demand world peace. So I looked up this prophet Wagner. She's called Baba Wagner. So if you want to check her out, her name is Baba Wagner. She lived 1911 to 1996, and she predicted such things as World War II, the death of Princess Diana, 9/11. So she does have a track record. So predicting, she passed in 1996, but she predicted there would be a nuclear exchange between Pakistan and India, one nuke each, and this would lead to world peace. So it's good to be in prayer for America, President Trump, the U.S. military, and world peace. And to keep your eyes, if you are located along the west coast of the U.S. or in these island areas, Hawaii, Samoa, Guam, to check on tsunami.gov. I love you, and I'll see you soon.